with whatever button selects driving direction. Okay, I want to lower that, unfold it, turn it on, and lower that and unfold it. And turn it on. Okay. So a little bit of grass at the start. That's not going to be too much of an issue because we do have Clover. We got 300 litre capacity, and then we'll make a grass bale. Okay, I need to turn off the follow, unfold, lower the pickup, and turn it on, and put it back on follow. Let's see the JCB, and turn it off. Unwrap it, set the offset, follow, set the offset to 2.5 and jump out. So to set the offset you just use the right control A or D, and the W and S makes you closer or further away. Okay, we are all set to go, and maybe we're actually rolling. This will work, and yes it does. So I was kind of hoping there that the mower hadn't got my tractor stuck. So this is the yield, and we're actually getting a good yield from this. It looks similar to the last one, which was a high nitrogen level in the field. Anyway, we should be dropping bales. I'll take a look out the back as we straighten up, see how the JCB's doing. Yeah, as soon as this field's fully done, I will be unloading the mowers and going to get the cultivator. And I'll take this up to the field we just cut. And whoa, that was impressive. Bale unload catapult there. And we'll get this cultivating our other clover field, and then once that's done, or once that's started, I can come back here and finish off the baling, finish off the wrapping. This is kind of difficult in the shade. It's late spring, so that'll be about May into June. 10 o'clock in the morning, and we still have a lot of tree cover. Anyway, because when the cultivator's done, we can get the class planting that top field as well. It'll be all good and stuff. So I think, as we generally do on holidays, I will be streaming on Thursday, maybe late morning again, depending on how Mrs. Oseh's feeling, and then probably do the same on Saturday, or Friday and Saturday, since Friday is not a work day for me, and I don't do Thanksgiving Day shopping. And then Saturday, just because we stream on Saturdays. Saturday's stream will definitely be the next episode of Oakfield Farm. The next episode is episode 100. This is 99. Helper D is blocked by an object. Helper D's gone and got himself stuck on a bale again, hasn't he? Because this thing is launching bales into low orbit. Yep. There we go. I probably need to do this. Alright, let's turn the engine back on. Back here up. Oops. Jackknife the whole rig. And grab that one. But I may stream some Farm Sim 22 this week, and I may stream some 19 as well. But no clear-cut plans at this point. Just probably streaming on the holidays because that's what I do. I think it will probably depend upon how much, how many issues, if any, there are with 19 or 22. There's two. Oh look, we've got stuck again. So, disconnect, reconnect, turn it on, disconnect, reconnect, turn it on, and lower it. Go. We are moving again. As I said, don't know what's causing that, but it's a thing. Then what? Yeah, then we'll be into December. Again, Saturday streams are gonna be continuations of this stream or this playthrough until we get a farm map I feel comfortable with and figure I want to play long term again. As I said, we've done 100 episodes of this. That makes us pretty much close to almost 2 years. It's not quite, because obviously we play during holidays, which adds episodes per year, and there have been times where I'm on vacation or children issues or stuff like that where I can't put time into playing Farm Sim on a Saturday. And then other times, days like today, where we started late because Mrs. Oseh needs a lot of help at the moment. But as she recovers from staying in hospital, that will be less of a thing.
Do you want tomato soup and grilled cheese?
Yeah, okay. You might need to go downstairs and grab a loaf of bread from the freezer in the basement because we won't have any left.
But we have enough to have 3 grilled cheeses.
We have enough to have 3 grilled cheeses. We don't have enough bread for toast.
Did you have that too? Did you decide to have that too?
So anyway, we will. Again, I'll probably go on with. Oh look! Lasai. He seems to have got stuck again. Dude, this is generally happening in the corners. So we can jump in, we can unload that. Engine on. Go. So again, having the bumper would probably help for this. It would result in us getting stuck on bales far less. Also, the ejection process of the bales, I mean, we already saw one go into low orbit when it came out the back for no apparent reason. Now, the other criteria on this, I would like to get to the end of this year. Again, I might say, I might hold the game over. Farm Sim 22 long-term playthrough for Saturdays will be a brand new start. So we will be starting with a little and working our way up over the course of the 2 or 3 years that the game is active for. But I'm going to keep this save, assuming I don't have another hard drive failure. That was the sad thing. We lost our Farm Sim 17 save on Lawfold, so I can't go back to that. And then, of course, what was it? The week before last. So I think on the 12th of on the 5th of November, my work PC crashed, and so I've got a new one now, but I have lost all of my spreadsheets on what is it? We did the seed usage for Farm Sim 19. I saved all of my results from Lawfolds. This is probably not going to start rolling again. Oh, it did, yes. No, jump in. Now it won't. Oh, son of a poo. Oh, stop. Turn it on, lower it. Go. And there's a tiny little bit of clover there that we missed cutting, but for the most part we're good. So yeah, I'd saved how much all the land was worth. I reloaded the Lawfolds map and then looked at the field prices. So I wrote down all of the field values that we'd bought up to that point. I had written down the values of all of the equipment in its used state. I think I sold off all of the crops. What do you call that? It's not seeds, it's the other thing. But yeah, I'd sold off all of the stuff, all of the animals. I'd calculated how much value all the animals were and put that into a spreadsheet, so I'd figured out how much the farm in total was worth. And of course that spreadsheet's all gone. There are a couple of other things. I did some sciencing in Farm Sim 19 to figure things out. They're all gone. Of course, we lost our Ungertheim save, and the guy who made the Ungertheim map had updated it since I'd started playing it, and I didn't really like the new version. Plus, we got to the end of the first year on that playthrough, and we were heading into the second year. Still have a few achievements to do for 19. I haven't done 100 contracts in this game save. But that's not a big deal. I'm playing the old stream farm as a small cattle farm. So I'm trying to get the cattle breeding achievement, and I'm already up to 72 contracts on that one. The contracts pay tiny amounts. Like $1,000 to fertilize a field. I mean, this one we're doing fields that are 16,000 in some cases. Keep that on the line. Yeah, sowing 26,000. What do they want sown? Miscanthus. Not doing that. Fertilising for 11,000. Now, Old Stream Farm, the fields are so small that you don't get paid much, but they're so small you can do one in 2 minutes. So I'm just racking up the racking up the contract completions. So I should get that achievement. Probably need to play that farm maybe 2 or 3 more times to get it done. Okay, well, we're still being followed by the wrapper. That's good. And then what? Yeah, then I've got pig breeding to do, which I really haven't done pigs in 19 at all, anywhere, ever. And our biggest playthrough is this one, and we went sheep, because there is such a capacity for sheep on this map. On good time we did chickens, and that achievement surprised me, because you have to breed like produce 100 chickens, and that happened within the first year. I think I only started with about 20. So I said, oh well, that's good. I mean, chickens was just the sort of, I'll do chickens because I haven't really done them yet, and they can just be a sort of a minor income source. And they pretty much were a minor income source, but I wasn't quite prepared for how fast they happen. And I think the rate at which chickens are produced is partially dependent on the number of roosters you have in the pen. And we started, I think, with approximately 1 rooster per 6 chickens, which establishes your sort of breeding rate. And so anyway, that's the ending of Farm Sim 19. But we are going to be continuing this, as I said, probably into spring. I want a map that I like. Calmsden Farm might be it, or I might wait and see what else turns up. Can I clip that, I think? Yeah. But it's not going to end up in the way. Might end up in the way of the JCB, I guess. So this is our 3rd lap, and then we'll start doing rows. Anyway, how are we doing? 12:15. I'll probably call this stream about 12:30. Wherever we get to. We're below 80,000 now. I probably have some other things that need to get done today. I'm taking these corners a little bit wide now so that the baler's picking up as much clover as it can each time we go round. Still being followed by the JCB, so everything is good. Alright. And again, I'll have to go around and wrap all the bales that got missed. Quite a lot of them. But at least we're getting most of them. The problem in the past is all I've done is mow and bale, and then had to drive around with the JCB wrapping everything. That is a long task. And it's not like you can do much of anything else when you're doing it, because you have to look where you're driving. With mowing, I can pretty much draw it in a straight line, and then that's done. So yeah, you can see this big windrow there on the corner. But you know, you have to drive it. I can just stick this in a straight line here, and literally I could be watching someone's YouTube video and just let this run. But with the wrapper, because you have to approach each bale in order to pick it up, your attention is on the driving. Oh, that's a double bale. Okay. So, at least doing a follow me with the wrapper on an offset, we can get that done. And there's 50% of the bales that need to be wrapped now, as opposed to all of them. How many bales have we made today? This is, of course, the other question. We've already created 134 and we're not even halfway through this field. Actually, we might be. Headlands are very long. By the time you've done all the headlands, there's very little left on the inside. Get this turned around here. Come back down. Actually, this is working out quite nicely. And this is how I got started playing Lawfolds, was I would just load it in and then watch someone's streams or someone's videos while I was just letting the tractors drive up and down the field. And I'd drive them myself. I wouldn't just stick them on a worker and let them go. But for the most part, yeah, the tractor is fairly stable once you get it set on a course. It looks like I was turning the wheel a little bit as we were driving up this row, so it's not 100% straight, but you know, I could figure out which end. Yeah, if we look back there, look at the predominant curve in the path I've taken, and I could set a straight line and then just hands off for the entire length. So drifting over, so I'm worried about missing a bit on the left there. No, I'm not. We've hit the end. With 3 headlands, there's more than enough space to do a perfect 180. You can do that with a harvester, a planter, anything really. It's things like balers you can't because you're trying to follow the rows. Wrappers you can't because you're targeting the bales. So I think I managed to rack up about 700 hours on Lawfolds, all told. This one I'm not quite so sure. I mean, obviously we've got 196 hours just on this version of the map. There's probably a few hundred on the old version, Oxygen David's base map that we started this playthrough on before the disk failure. So quite a few hours. And I want another map that I can invest that sort of 200, 400 hours. Streaming, I don't put in as many hours on a map as I did watching other people stream. So Lawfolds made a lot of advancement when I started playing that map because I wasn't streaming. And then once I started streaming, it was on a schedule. So, yeah, I wasn't playing every night for 2 hours while watching someone else YouTube or stream. But still a lot of hours done. Okay, I think what I might do here, we can finish this row. With grass and clover it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to come down here and I'll do that patch over on our left that we didn't do when I straightened up the row. And then I'm going to run north-south, so that way from this edge until we hit that island again. And then we'll change direction to east-west for the other side of the island. Alright, that's the end of that row. Oh, and I could clip the grass at the end if I'm not careful. So we'll just get this bit done. And I think we might call it a day as far as the stream is concerned. We'll be, so it started about 10:30, so that's about 2 hours. That'll only give me 4 videos to the YouTube drop this week, but it is what it is. And then I might run around and wrap these while I'm having my soup, and next week we can continue with the mowing and baling. We just have that side of the field left to do, so as I said, I think we've got about 50% of the field now. Of course it's going to break up our how many things have we produced. Oh, I might win finish early.
Hello? Hello?
Oh.
Yes. I'm okay. How are you?
Okay, I'm going to call it here, since we don't need to be listening to private conversations on a phone.
Wow.
And I'll let you all go. So we will be back on Thursday with some sort of stream at some time on Thursday. But for now, everybody take care. I'm out of here.